Greece. This country blends the history of divine women, ancient ruins that initiated democracy, and an economic crisis. Today, you will learn all about it. Be careful with your wishes after watching. Interesting fact: women did not have the right to vote in ancient Greece, but nevertheless, through the golden ages of history, Greece appears before us as the foundation of Western civilization. Its ancient city-states, such as Athens, Sparta, and Corinth, were the cradle of democracy, art, science, and philosophy. Philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle posed eternal questions about the meaning of life, justice, and the ideal society, the influence of which smoothly flowed from the era of antiquity into the era of Roman and then Byzantine Greece, which brought with it new currents and ideas. In these times, Greece was a bridge connecting East and West, through which knowledge, trade, and cultural exchanges passed with Eastern countries, which after decades brought Ottoman invaders to the country. The Greek struggle for independence in the 19th century demonstrates the unyielding spirit of the Greek people, their aspiration for freedom and self-determination. These events laid the foundation for the modern Greek state, which, despite all trials, maintains its identity and pride, even in the conditions of economic crises of the 20th and 21st centuries. Modern Greece is a country that respects its past and simultaneously strives for the future, overcoming difficulties and creating new opportunities for its citizens. Even despite the terrible, bloody dictatorial regime of the black colonels that managed to visit the bosom of this dynamic state, Greek society remains a living organism, where traditions and modernity intertwine, creating a unique social fabric. At the center of this cultural interaction are people whose lives and relationships reflect the multifaceted nature of Greece. A special place here is occupied by the beauty of Greek women, which, having been sung in ancient myths and legends, continues to enchant in the modern world. The beauty of Greek women is not limited to external appearances. It includes strength of spirit, intelligence, and character. These women have inherited and continue to pass from generation to generation the ideals of femininity, grace, and strength, combining them with independence and intellect. They are bearers and guardians of their country's cultural heritage, playing a key role in preserving the traditions of relationships with men. Relationships in Greece also reflect a unique combination of traditional values and modern views. Wedding traditions, for example, can vary from classic ceremonies to more modern celebrations, but there is always a respect for family foundations and cultural heritage. As role models, many women choose famous ancient Greek muses, such as Melpomene and Calliope, who were patrons of science and art. Their modern successors continue to inspire with their achievements in various fields, from literature to science, from art to politics, demonstrating that beauty and intellect can go hand in hand and create unique love stories. Want to learn about heart-throbbing stories? Stories of ordinary Greek couples, betting on love, dreams, and overcoming difficulties. Allow us to peek into the heart of Greek society. These stories, full of passion, dreams, and sometimes obstacles, underscore that at the base of everything are human relationships, which remain constant despite all changes in the world around. Thus, the cultural and social wealth of Greece, manifested in its women, relationships, and public life, represents a unique combination that continues to enchant and inspire. This charm and inspiration transition to the streets of Greek cities, where history and modernity meet, creating a unique urban landscape. Walking through the streets of Greek cities, it is impossible not to feel the pulsating energy and liveliness that envelops them from morning to night. These are places where history and modernity intertwine in a single rhythm, creating an atmosphere saturated with culture and warmth. Here, among the bustling streets, you can see young couples sharing sweet moments at open-air cafes, groups of friends laughing over a cup of Greek coffee, and children playing in squares filled with sunlight until the evening, which brings with it a special magic. The streets come alive under the soft light of lanterns, and the aromas of local cuisine fill the air, inviting everyone to enjoy dinner under the stars. Restaurants and taverns welcome guests not with fried worms garakontas, but with warmth and hospitality, offering pita, souvlaki, moussaka, and fresh salads filled with olive oil and feta. Here, at the dining table, families and friends gather to share the news of the day, discuss dreams and plans for the future, and then all together go into the nightlife of Greek cities. The youth is drawn to bars and clubs where music does not fade until dawn. The streets are filled with the energy of dances and music, and the sky above sparkles with stars, creating a sense of endless celebration. In these moments, it seems that the whole city becomes one big family, united by a common sense of joy and freedom. In Greek cities, every street, every square has its own story. From quiet alleys where time seems to stand still to wide avenues bustling with life. Every place here is imbued with a spirit of community and hospitality. Passers-by exchange greetings, and the air is filled with a sense of camaraderie and joy at meeting a new day. Is it true that Greece is a poor country? Despite all the beauty and uniqueness that Greece shows the world, the country faces a number of challenges that overshadow its modern state. The economic crisis of recent years has deeply affected Greek society, leading to high levels of unemployment, reduced income, and increased tax burden on the population. These problems have put significant pressure on the social sphere, increasing the level of poverty and social inequality among the population. In response to these challenges, Greece has adopted a series of reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy and restoring sustainable growth. Reductions in public spending, reorganization of the tax system, and labor reforms were aimed at improving the economic situation. In addition, support from the European Union and the International Monetary Fund helped the country through the toughest times, although it required significant sacrifices from the Greek people in the form of tightened economic conditions to which were added challenges in the fields of ecology, migration, and refugee integration, which also require comprehensive solutions and international support. Efforts to protect the environment, manage migration flows, and integrate refugees into society demonstrate Greece's responsible approach to solving global problems. These actions are aimed at attracting tourist flows and creating a more equitable and inclusive society, in which every person could find their place and contribute to the common good. Speaking of tourism, you should not be afraid of this country. Visiting Greece, every traveler immerses in a wonderful world where the majestic past meets the vibrant culture of the present. To fully immerse in this experience, it is important to open your heart to the diversity that this country is rich in. From ancient ruins, each telling its own story, to picturesque landscapes where every sunset seems like a masterpiece. It is equally important to learn to appreciate the little things. Local delicacies, unique traditions, the warm hospitality of the residents, which make Greece so unique. Explore not only popular tourist spots, but also discover the beautiful Greek ladies. The willingness to adapt, interest in new knowledge, and respect for local culture and customs will allow you to quickly make new acquaintances. Don't forget to leave a comment if you found this interesting. Be sure to visit Greece and watch the video that will appear on your screen. I'm sure you'll like it. Until next time.